Sentry deployed.
Greetings Marines, Happy New Year! FiOth here, and in this vid we're gonna be touching upon sacred ground, guys. I am actually recalibrating and reissuing my Vanguard build, one of my first and most popular builds. After a while it occurred to me that I had never touched it, and I thought maybe I can do something to optimize it even further. Now you know that this build has been used by me and many other people to clear the highest difficulty settings of the game, including some of the most dreaded missions like for 1. It has served me very well, and that's exactly the reason why I was thinking if I could bring it up just a notch, I might be able to make it even better and help even more people clear the hardest content. So with a new year, I am here to show you the results of that brainstorming process, and of course you can judge for yourself if it helps you more in this iteration or the original iteration that you of course can find on the channel. Let's check it out. Now the weapons you will be using are pretty much up to your own preference, but you know that I consider the Pulse the best assault rifle and the pump shotgun the best shotgun, so when it comes to really hard stuff I usually go for those two. Now for the perks, I'm gonna explain what I did with each one of them, and you can evaluate if my thought process is okay or not. Things I did not touch: Remote Detonator, because it makes the grenade one of the best tools in the game, coupled with Disorienting Blast, which is excellent. Sharpnel, a lot of damage after a while on your grenade. Mobility, movement speed, stun recovery, and increase the duration of stay on target. Stay on target gives you bonus damage stacking up to 10 times, and with targets acquired when you have full stacks of stay on target, your ability to recharge speed is greatly increased. You want to keep the charges topped by using an automatic weapon preferably. This will help you get your abilities back that much faster. Now, things I did change. Batteries included came with the phalanx, and since this build was created before the phalanx, I was actually using, let's go to the universals. Yeah, up here I was using a quick charge 3, so I took out of course the quick charge 3 and used a batteries included, gaining 2% faster recharge speed. I did this months ago actually, but now it shows clearly that's ability recharge speed of 40%. The next thing I did was add a force multiplier 4. Now to be able to use this, I excluded focus fire. This was a bit hit or miss in certain occasions. I'm gonna explain exactly what I mean. I love the grenade with remote detonator and disorienting blast because you can cover a lot of space, and to make that even more effective we're using enhanced trees, but we were using it anyway to stun enemies and cause bleeding damage. The thing is, the damage is not as humongous as some people think. It is pretty much so-so when it comes to ability damage, but it is greatly helped by stay on target. Stay on target increasing its damage substantially where you have full stacks. So I was thinking, if I want to take down a really demanding opponent like a Crusher maybe, or a Warrior or an Insane, this 10% damage coming from the entirety of the team can clock up to 30% more damage, okay, which is huge. On the downside, I lose a lot of grenade damage, okay, so coupling this extra damage on the grenade with this 18%, we get 40% more grenade damage from the get-go, which goes on top of the damage that we will get if we have full stacks of stay on target before we fire the grenade, before we use the grenade. All that extra damage coming from this grenade will be reapplied on 50% basis for 10 seconds afterwards. So whilst you're dealing damage with your guns, you're getting this damage for free. Damn it, cell phone. You'll have to excuse it, guys. And yes, this was the original Get a Robo intro music. And no, I was not born back in the 70s. I'm not that old. So, that damage will be reapplied on a 50% basis by Sharpnut. So whilst you're using your guns, you're dealing damage and you're also dealing passive damage with this. Testing the overall effectiveness on a shot by shot or DPS basis is pretty much undoable. Okay, so I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt here and say that focus fire can be effective maybe on insane, meaning more effective than force multiplier 4, because of course it is effective. Maybe on insane because warriors and crushers there have ridiculously high amounts of HP. Okay, so if you have a team that can coordinate on 100% and unload on the same target whilst they're being debuffed by your focus fire, okay, take this out and use focus fire. But Vanguard, this build is about leading the charge, so you will be one of the first to engage the enemy and you need to be able to damage the enemy as much as possible. Give this a go, and if you detect something really eye-catching about this underperforming in relation to focus fire, let me know in the comment section below. I'm always open to suggestions. Another counterpoint I will make to that is the usage of quick load intellect. Now, what I took out to get this in here was down and out, 20% more damage to enemies that are stunned or knocked. This is very, very good because when you activate your grenade, it is considered a knockdown. For the duration of your grenade's knockdown, you would enjoy those plus 20% damage benefits. But this applies to the gunner herself or himself. What I wanted to do was give the entire team help when it comes to how much damage they'd be able to dish out collectively in the duration of one single overclock. And to be able to deal damage, you have to have ammo in your guns, and you have ammo in your guns, you have to reload them. So overclock now instantly reloads your current gun on activation and also extends the 50% reload speed increase to your whole team. Okay, 50% faster reload speed. Now, this in conjunction with my mods on the pump shotgun will produce a result like the one shown here. So I will activate and just unload, reload, and re-unload. Pay attention to the fact that if the reload animation is initiated whilst you still have even one tickle of overclock, the whole reload animation will be done with the awesome 50% reload speed. So this all in all is a two-fold modification to the Vanguard formula. Stronger grenades to lead the charge and better benefits for your team to assist whilst overclocking them. I tried this in a couple of sessions, it works really, really well. I really cannot compare the two iterations of the build point for point because it's pretty much impossible. If we had a dummies room where we would be able to shoot stuff and it would give us some metrics, that would be possible, but as it stands now, it's pretty much impossible. So test it, check it out, tell me what you think about it, if you like it or you prefer the older one. There also is my shredder build out there that people who prefer overclock to the grenade veer towards, but that's up to personal preference. I have to remind you, you can get a membership on the channel or visit my Patreon if you want exclusive access or have some sort of request to make when it comes to helping you clear content and so on and so forth. I'm making more stuff like this every day. I was even streaming on New Year's Eve in case you missed it. Shame on you. Streaming 3 times a day now, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Hope you catch one of the next streams. Come by and say hi. We're very, very friendly and accommodating. Until next time, you all stay frosty and always strive for perfection. Cheers!